Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my cube collection. I have over 75 different puzzles. I'm going to do them in sections, so I'm going to have 2x2s, and then I'm going to skip 3x3s, and then come back to them, because I have like 30 something of them. To start, here is my 2x2 collection. And it's going to be a short little review of each one, and then I'm going to move on. And so, yeah, here we go. First off, I have the Ghosthand 2x2, also known as the Shengshou 2x2. If you order it, I'm told it is the exact same thing. There's no difference at all. So, it's quite a cheap 2x2 right now. You can get it for about less than $5, I think. Mine I have stickered or tiled with Cubesmith tiles. You can see right there. They look different. This 2x2 is a little bit stiff. I mean, not stiff. It's just not. You can see. Hear how smooth that is. It's creaky. Mine isn't lubed. It isn't tensioned. This is how I got it out of the box, and I put the stickers on it. I really like this 2x2. It's fast. It cuts corners. It locks up a little bit, but it's really not that bad. Yeah, the colors are nice because they're Cubesmith colors. It comes with all the regular colors, unlike the LanLan, which comes with the purple. So you don't need to replace the stickers, but it is something that wouldn't be bad. Next I have my LanLan 2x2. This is also quite a cheap 2x2. It's a little bit more expensive than the Ghosthand. LanLans are quite a smooth 2x2. And you can hear that it's not creaky or anything. One of the disadvantages, it does come with a purple, which is not fun at all. I do not like it at all. It has some pretty decent corner cutting. This is not lubed or tensioned or anything either, right out of the box. I've heard that some people have really horrible LanLans and some people get good ones. It's a kind of a mismatch whether or not you're going to get a good or a bad one, which kind of sucks, but oh well, you can live with it, I guess, or don't order one. I ordered this because it's I tried a friend's and it's really smooth and I like the way it feels. I think this is my main 2x2. I don't 2x2 that much. Not my main event. I average like 12 seconds, so it's quite horrible. This is the Diansheng, hopefully I said that right, 2x2. It's also not that expensive. I got this because I could, collection purposes. This isn't tensioned or lubed or anything. I haven't done anything to these 2x2s. The stickers on here are nice. They're kind of rounded though, as you can see on that orange side. They're kind of rounded. Oh, this comes with the white one comes with the black side, and I think this comes with a black side too. Whereas this one comes with a white side, and I really like that. I like a 2x2 with a white side. Or I like a white cube with a white side because I like white cubes. But black kind of confuses me sometimes. But also this one cuts corners pretty decently. It's smooth like the LanLan, but it locks up like the Ghosthand. So overall it's a great cube. I really like it. I would suggest going out to get any of these three. Lastly, we have the Eastsheen 2x2. Probably the worst 2x2 out there. It sucks. This one, it has no screw spring structure like these three do. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, you can see it comes with a pink side and a black side on the white cube. It also comes with a pink on the black cube, but yeah, it's just, you can see right here it's good, but when you try to turn it, anything, it just locks up. It feels gummy. I think I lubed this one. I think this one broke too. I'm not sure. It's just overall it sucks, and I would not recommend getting it whatsoever. If you're going to get a 2x2, you can get a Ghosthand for half as much as you can get this, and this thing is a piece of junk. So, Yeah, those are all 4 of my 2x2s. I'll have each one written out in the description on what I have. And let's move on to 4x4s. Okay, right now these are my 4x4s. As of right now, I have 1, 2, 5. I have one on the way, which is the Ghosthand 2, but I've heard it is very similar to the Shengshou 4x4. Let's put these in order of... There we go. Okay, so I have my X cube. Great cube. Smooth. Has a sort of crispy feel in the middle layers, smooth on the outside. Overall, the best 4x4 I think there is out there. I really enjoy this. I've broken my personal best 4 or 5 times with it. Right now, it's 46. I broke that last night at like 2 in the morning. So, comes with a white side, bright stickers. Yellow is a sort of ugly yellow. Red is thin vinyl, so if you have a black cube, it will come out pretty horrible. But if you have a white cube, it comes out real nice. I like the sticker set on here because it's bright. It's like a half bright. You have red, blue, and white. You have a darker yellow, but you have a light green and light orange, which is really nice. Good color recognition. Here's the Shengshou 4x4. Not as smooth, more of a crispy feel, but overall a nice 4x4. It does lock up sometimes, but the corner cutting is good. It has sort of like a V-cube mech, and so does this. Stickers are good. Normal color stickers, nothing special about them. Sticker quality is good. And I've heard this and the Shengshou and the Ghosthand 4x4 2 are pretty much the same thing. And I really like this, and I thought, well, I might as well, because I sold my other 2 4x4s. Here is my LanLan. It's really smooth. It locks up a bit, and it doesn't cut corners as well. It's great for a beginner cuber. Someone who's not speed cubing, but someone who's wants something better than a Rubik's Revenge, because those things are horrible. This has a ball mechanism, and is overall a pretty good speed cube. It does come with a black side, whereas these come with white. I do not really enjoy the black as much on the white, but I can live. Anyway, as this one is still for sale if anybody wants it. It's going to be about $11. You can find it, I think, on Cube Depot for $10.50, but yeah, plus shipping, all that good stuff. Anyway, not a bad one. Here's the QJ. It's really not that bad. It has tiles on it instead of stickers, so they last a long time. You can also see the tiles. If you look at it straight on, you can kind of see that this side is green and this side is blue. You can see the top and bottom sides. In reality, it's not a bad 4x4. It comes with a ball mechanism. It doesn't cut corners very well like the LanLan doesn't either. It's fast though. The outside's kind of cut. Very smooth. And again, not a bad 4x4 for a beginner. Something that if you're just starting out 4x4, you want something better than your crappy Rubik's Revenge, go ahead and get this, I'm not sure on the prices. I think the QJ is more expensive, but I would go with the LanLan if I were you. There's a couple more 4x4s out there, but I don't have them. I sold my Dayan and my Maru, so if you want to see my 4x4 comparison video, there's going to be a link right here, hopefully, right there, to that. If you want to see all of my 4x4s that I had and I compare them all. So, and then lastly you have the Eastsheen 4x4. And really it's not a bad 4x4. It comes with a sort of like a V-Cube 6 mechanism, something like that. Or an X core, which is just a normal core that has the normal 3x3 core. Yeah, it locks up a lot. It doesn't cut corners. The stickers peel. Not very good. Overall, this can be like $15. You can get it on like eBay. don't get it. If you're gonna get anything, get something, one of these two, one of these. This one's quite expensive. The X Cube is $40 something right now, but definitely worth it. Definitely. So yeah, this locks up, doesn't cut corners. If it has so many pieces, so if it falls apart, good luck trying to get it back together. Overall, yeah, just don't get this cube. It's not worth it. Yeah, just don't get it. Here's the 4x4s I have anyway. Again, X Cube, Shengshou, LanLan, QJ, Eastsheen. I have a Ghosthand 4x4 2 on the way. So look forward to an unboxing of that. And let's move on to 5x5s. Okay guys, so I have 3 5x5s. I have a Ghosthand, a VQ Black, and a VQ White. Let's start with the VQ Black. This was given, or sold to me. I bought it from Throst. It's very, very loose. I've been thinking about making it adjustable because it's really not that bad of a 4x4. Completely pie modded. If you don't know 5x5s, this does not have a ball core. It has a X core, normal 3x3 type core with the 6 arms. Originally created by V-Cubes. There are some knockoffs out there. YJ, Ghosthand. I can't think of another one right now, but maybe by the end of this part. Anyway, there's these. Yeah, it's just really loose, tiled with Cubesmith tiles, smooth tiles. It's a nice cube overall. It locks up a bit, and it's really, really loose from lots of use. I don't use it that much, and I'm not that big of a 5x5 cuber, so it's not really my thing. Here is my V-Cube White that I bought myself. I had this shipped to me from Greece. I have pie modded it. It's just not broken in. These two do not have adjustable cores, which is the main problem, and they get loose. They're either too tight or they're too loose. You have to really break them in. But overall, it's a nice 5x5. I could have. It's not lubed with Rubiks or anything, but if I did, it would be a lot better. Lastly, I have the Ghosthand 5x5. If you're looking to get a cheap 5x5 that will serve you well, that's adjustable, get the Ghosthand. It has replaced both of my other ones because I can adjust it, and I really, really like that. It comes a bit loose and you gotta tighten it, and the screws are kind of hard to tighten at first. Once you tighten them, they're fine. And then the center caps are hard to get off because there's 4 little prongs. Oop, that was pretty easy, but as you can see there's 4 little prongs, and it goes in and it stays in, and so they don't pop out. But yeah, it's adjustable. You can feel its springiness. I think it's a knockoff. I'm not sure. It's allowed to be publicly sold though, which is nice. You can get it on a bunch of different websites. Out of these, I recommend the Ghosthand just because it doesn't take that much breaking in if you lube it with Rubiks, which mine is not, but I should. It will make it a lot better. All that good stuff. Yeah. Oh, and these stickers are kind of weird. You can see the imperfections underneath them, like right there. You can see it goes in. So it's kind of weird. This one, I don't think you need to mod. I think it would help if you did, but it's not a requirement like it is on these to make them worth your while. Yeah, that's 5x5s. Let's move on to 6x6. Okay, I'm just going to do 6x6 and 7x7 next to each other. First, this is V-Cube 6, fully pie modded with an adjustable core. This is a very nice 6x6. As you can see, I have mine in a pattern. Throst did this while he was over. I don't really feel like solving it because I'm not much of a 6x6 5 and up cubes I don't solve all that often, so I don't feel like fixing it. It's quite a cool pattern though, these 2 little arrows. But yeah, you can see, if you can see, there's flakes coming out because it's not fully broken in yet, but it is fully modded, and then I put CubeSmith tiles on it. It's gross. I need to use this more often. I like 6x6 because I like 4x4. I like even cubes, except for the 2x2. But it just needs to be broken in. Other than that, it's a great cube. You can mod it yourself with the pins, or you can send it to me, myself, and Pi, and he will do it for you. It does cost a little bit of money. I don't remember the exact price, but you can look for it if you really want to. It can't be that hard to find. Yeah, it's kind of expensive though. I've heard that the Ghosthand 6x6 and the YJ 6x6 are a lot better because they're already adjustable. I think they're pre-modded, and so you don't have to worry about anything. They are knockoffs though, so you have to message the dealer because they can't be publicly sold. Commercially sold, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot better when it has an adjustable core though than without it, because it's springy, though you can adjust it once you set pins in. Yeah, I would not suggest getting the V-Cube just because it takes lots and lots of work to get it to work right. So yeah, let's go on to the 7x7. I don't solve this that often. I think these are CubeSmith tiles. If not, there's some sort of tiled sticker. I bought this off of eBay a long time ago. It does not have an adjustable core. It's not modded. It's been solved 3 times. I don't know. I just don't like 7x7. It's tight. It's smooth though. I don't even know if this is an actual V-Cube. They said it was, but who knows? You can't really trust a eBay sometimes. So again, there's like this YJ and the Ghosthand 7x7 that are a lot better. Both of these do have a X core, 6-armed core. Yeah, this is good. I need to, if I lubed it with Rubiks, I think it would be a lot better, but the turning's nice. It just locks up. Corner cutting isn't all that great, and I don't really like 7x7, but I am willing to sell this if anybody wants it. Just message me. We can work out a price. I don't know how much you'd want to spend on it, but I doubt I'm ever going to solve it, and if so, I might order a Ghosthand. But yeah, if you would like it, send me a message, comment, something like that. Yeah, that's 6x6 and 7x7. I'm gonna move on to Megaminx and Minxes. Okay guys, so now it is time for Minxes. I have a couple of these. Right here is a Mf8 Megaminx version 1, glow-in-the-dark version. It's really not that bad of a, yeah, it's really not that bad, and it pops. That's great. Not the best Megaminx because of its popping, and I wouldn't really suggest it all that much. If you're gonna get a Megaminx, get the version 2, which I also have. Let me get this back situated. Dang it. Okay, yeah, so glows in the dark, which is pretty cool, and it's not horrible, it just pops a lot, and there's ways to mod it to make it better, but I was just getting the version 2. Here's the version 2, and mine I haven't done anything with. This one has been lubed with CRC. I have heard that if you lube this with Rubiks and Jigaloo, and you break it in a bunch. It's really not that bad. Mine's kind of stiff because I haven't done anything with it because I really don't like Megaminx all that much, and I don't really know why I ordered this. Both of these have tiles, which is kind of nice. They stick out a little bit, but really they're not that bad. You have to adjust the tensions and lube it and mod it and go through a bunch of hassle to make it pretty good. But once it's done, it is the best Megaminx on the market, I have heard. I haven't really tried that many because Megaminx really isn't my thing. It's just a hobby, and I haven't solved it literally in forever. Here is the CubeForYou gigaminx. Yeah, turning quality really isn't that great right now. If you're into gigaminx and you want to mod it and get it all working and fast and tension it and all that stuff, it's already stickered. You just have to mod it and adjust the tensions and all that stuff. I don't feel like it. I got this as a birthday present, but I really don't like gigaminx. If anybody wants to buy this, I am willing to sell it to you. Again, leave me a message or a comment or something. Get a hold of me. Send me an email. And I will sell this to you. We'll work out a price and all that. It's stickered. I literally haven't done anything with it. Supposedly this is pretty nice. It has nice stickers, nice color scheme, and overall it's a pretty good minx. But it's not my thing. So if you want it, tell me and you can buy it for me. Okay. Pyramorphinx. This is a QJ Pyramorphinx, tiled. Hopefully you can see that. It has blue, yellow, green, and red. It's a decent Pyramorphinx. I've heard that it's one of the best ones out there. I think it would be better if it was stickered, but tiled really isn't that bad because the tiles don't fall off. It does have a clicking mechanism, which is ball bearings. Nothing all too special about it, but it's a nice Pyramorphinx. I suck at Pyramorphinx. I don't know an advanced method, so I solve it with the no algorithm monkey do 1313 way. Not very efficient, and could be better, but I choose not to practice it. I might practice it coming up soon, as I have a competition. Here is a YJ. I think this is YJ. It's a, or is it a LanLan? I think it's a LanLan. There'll be a link in it'll be in the description which one it is. I'm not sure right this second, but yeah, this is a Master Pyramorphinx. It's a pretty good cube puzzle minx. I don't know how to solve it because I'm too lazy to look it up. I know Exosia has a walkthrough, and I could find one if I really wanted to, but I don't want to, so I don't. Other than that, it's nice and smooth. It does come out of a like sometimes it will get stuck or it will over rotate, but that's something you can deal with. I think it's YJ, because this is a LanLan Master Pyramorphinx. This is the whatchamacallit version. Pillowed, whereas this is square. You can see that it's much smaller. I don't even know if this is in a solvable state because I had a friend who turned these, so I don't know if you can even solve it right now. I might end up taking it apart because it is the same concept as a 3x3. Just you have to figure out what's what. Mine came without stickers, and I had stickers fall off, so you can see I have Cubesmith, come on function, Cubesmith tiles that I cut from, let's see, loosen this and I'll show you. See that yellow has the cut off because I used it on here. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the way it feels. It doesn't over rotate like this one, the YJ. I hope I'm calling it right, because otherwise that would suck. Yeah, it's pretty close to being solved right there, or at least back in the right shape. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I would suggest getting this if you want a new challenge, because it's quite a good Master Pyramorphinx. And lastly, we have the Mozhi Pyramorphinx. This has the same concept as a 2x2. This one I can solve, or I don't have a method to solve it, but I have a whatever you want to call it, my own way, intuitive. Sorry about my dog. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not too expensive, and I would suggest getting it. That's all my Minxes. I think I'll move on to other assorted puzzles. I'll see you guys in a second. Hey guys, so I decided to do my 3x3x N. This is a super floppy cube. It's LanLan, I'm pretty sure. It can shapeshift. Here's a helicopter. You can do this, and this moves. So it's harder than a normal floppy cube, but it's not terribly difficult. It's quite a fun puzzle to intuitively solve. The inside stickers do start to peel a little bit. They get rubbed up against right there. But you can always replace them with Cubesmith stickers or stuff like that. So yeah, pretty good cube. I have a QJ 3x3x2. It comes a bit stiff, so I would recommend lubing it with some type of lube. I think I lubed mine with Maru or CRC, and it turns a lot better. It can be adjusted right here. I haven't adjusted it because I just learned that about 5 minutes ago, that you can pop those off. That side can't though. Yeah, pretty good cube. Has a nice feel to it. Stickers are kind of you can see that dirt on that middle one. They're just not the best stickers, but otherwise it's a pretty nice cube. Next we have the LanLan 2x3x3. It's smooth. It needs to be lubed, maybe loosened. I don't know if you can loosen this one. Yeah. You can loosen it. It looks like that. Yeah, it needs to be lubed and loosened. I'm pretty good at this. I'm not great, but it's still a fun puzzle. Has some okay corner cutting. Let's see, QJ. I don't even know how these are put together, so yeah, pretty good. This one's also pretty good. Be better if I lubed it and such. But yeah, I'd probably recommend both of these. It doesn't really matter which one you get; they're both pretty good. Here is the Diansheng Crazy 2x3x3. And it has this inner circle. On the white side, it moves with the outer layer. The yellow side, the outer layer, moves on its own. The yellow side also moves with the white side. So, if you do this, because it's all yellow, oh crap. I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Maybe. Oh, whatever, it's close enough for now. Yeah, so it adds an even bigger challenge to your cubing. Cool thing about this is you can do a middle slice and it'll turn to get those middle pieces aligned. You can adjust it here. Other than that, it's quite a nice cube. It turns really good. I think Dayan makes the same type of cube. I haven't tried it though. This is the Diansheng. Yeah, just a little bit harder of a challenge than the regular 2x3x3. I did solve this intuitively. I don't know the proper way. I just messed with it until it was solved. Here's the CubeForYou 3x3x4. I got it in black because I wanted a white side, not a black side, and so I ordered all of these in black for some weird reason. Kind of regret it, but oh well. It doesn't shapeshift. It's cubic. It is solved like you solve it like you're solving two 2x3x3s on top of each other. You solve these two and then these two, or something like that. I got this as a DIY kit, so I put it all together myself, stickered it, all that good stuff. It's a great cube. Mine needs to be lubed and tensioned a little bit better. You can tension it in there on each side. It has these huge caps, whatever. I'm not going to show you right now. But yeah, great cube. I recommend going out and getting it. It's definitely worth the money, though it does not shapeshift, which is kind of a bummer. The CubeForYou 3x3x5. You can either solve this like a 3x3. See, it is cubic, so you can solve it like a normal 3x3 right here, or you solve it like a 3x3 here and then solve these two outer layers like a 2x3x3. Adds an even harder challenge to the 3x4 and 3x3x2. It's a nice puzzle. Mine needs to be lubed and put together. It's made by CubeForYou and has these nice round edges. Corner cutting is pretty good, I guess. Mine sucks because it's not lubed or anything, so I would suggest lubing it. This is the colored 3x3x5. It's a lot better than mine because I don't know why. But it comes with 3 different colors, and so you have to solve it exactly like that. Adds a little bit more of a challenge because it can't just be solved however. But yeah, but it adds an easier challenge because you don't have to worry about different colored stickers on each side. They're all the same, so I'm not sure how you can solve this. I haven't solved this one, but I haven't scrambled it either, so yeah, just a different challenge. And finally, the 3x3x7. The biggest challenge of a 3x3x made by CubeForYou. I also got this as a DIY, so it's all stickered by me and put together. It is just like you can either solve it as a 3x3, or you can solve it as a 3x3x7, which is you solve these 2 inner layers, then you solve these 2, and then these 2. Just an even bigger challenge. And if you, yeah, it's a nice cube. Makes a nice swooshing sound, which a lot of people seem to like. So I would recommend any of these cubes, either getting them assembled or as a DIY. I enjoy building DIYs, but sometimes they come with missing pieces like these did, and I had to wait for the pieces to come. So those are my 3x3x let's see, I still have square ones and Skewbs that I think I'll do next. Okay guys, so here is the rest of my assorted puzzles. Let me start with my square ones. So I have this one, which I got from some company in China, from eBay. It's a piece of crap. Yeah, don't order a square one off of eBay unless you know it says like Mf8 or Cubetwist Square one. Oh. Yeah, horrible. It's just a piece of crap. This is the Cubetwist Square one. It's a nice square one, very smooth turning. If it's lubed with whatever factory lube it comes with. You can't even hear it, or barely. There's only a little bit wrong with this one. It does have the correct color scheme, red, white, and blue, out of the box. You can adjust the tensions right. Okay, on the other side. So not on the green side, on the blue side. There. So you can adjust the tensions. It's kind of nice. The main problem is with this one is if you try to speed cube with it really, really fast and you're not accurate, it will pop. And then if you don't have a square one, square ones are really hard to get the pop back in. Other than that, this is probably my favorite square one. I enjoy this a lot more than my Mf8, which I'll tell you guys about next. It has the white side, correct color scheme. Yeah, it's smooth. It just pops sometimes, and oh well. I mean, I only add, my best is like a minute something, a minute 7, minute 5, something like that. So it's not like I'm really good with it. If you're a speed cuber, you might want to get like an Mf8, or there's a new Mf8 with ball core, square one. I don't know how that works, but it looks pretty interesting. Here is the Mf8 Square one. The thing I don't like about this is it has the wrong color scheme. I mean, it's correct. It's red, white, blue, but it's not red, white, blue, or yeah. So it's kind of confusing sometimes, especially if you solve this one and then try to do this one. It just kind of confuses you. This one doesn't pop as much. It still will pop if you try to speed solve with it too fast. This one's kind of solid, feels more solid and less springy than the Cubetwist. Other than that, it's not a bad square one. I use it sometimes, but I've been using my Cubetwist lately. Stickers tend to chip, as you can see right there. Not horrible though. It's a great speed cube. If you're speed cubing, it's more reliable than the Cubetwist because it doesn't pop as often, but it still will pop. So this is the QJ Super Square one, and the turning when it turns is amazing. I mean, it feels great. It's smooth. The problem is, it sucks. A super square one, what it is it's pretty much the two top halves of a square one stuck on top of each other. So you take, it's like this without these middle layers. So to solve it, you solve the two inner layers. As you can see, I have those solved. Then you solve the two outer layers. And the problem is this center little dial, I don't know what to call it, comes out of alignment all the time. So just by turning it, it just comes out of alignment, and that's kind of weird. I'll show you that in a second though. See, but now it comes out of alignment. I can't turn it. You have to use your finger, and yeah, it's just annoying. And I recommend not getting it because it's not very fun to solve. It gets quite frustrating. The stickers aren't even that great. I've used this like for 10 minutes cumulative. I already have a sticker that is sliced in half. I don't know what from. This one's chipped. It's just, Yeah, don't get this one. I think Mf8 makes one that's pretty good. I haven't heard much about it though. That's all my square ones. It's a pretty fun puzzle. Next I'll go into my 3x3 variants. These are Fisher cubes. If you haven't seen my comparison, go check it out. This is a YJ, and this is a Ghosthand. Let's see. This has sort of the right color scheme. It's red, white, blue, green, orange, yellow. But this is not white, it is like a silver. Which kind of sucks because it's silver and not white. That's kind of frustrating sometimes. It's a nice cube though. These parts, they're like center caps, fall off all the time. So if you get it, I would suggest gluing it in. Other than that, it's a great working cube. You solve it just like a 3x3 with, these are your centers. So you take this as your center, so this is your edge, corner. These are edges. These are center, edge, edge. You get what I mean. See, so this is your center here. These are your two edges. This is your edge here. So it's kind of confusing because the edges sometimes have 3 or 2, and so when it's all messed up, sometimes it's hard to recognize cases. Like here, let me do a T-perm. That won't do anything. Well, anyway, this is what a T-perm looks like. So, and you can get a parity on it. So yeah, it can get kind of confusing, but it's a fun puzzle to solve. And if you don't have one and you want something different, I recommend you go out and get it. Oh crap. Okay, anyway, and here's the Ghosthand. The thing about this one is it has this weird color scheme. It's like black, red, blue. Should be red, white, and blue. And the stickers are like textured tile, which is nice compared to these regular stickers. Corner cutting, it's hard to show because this is a Fisher cube. Anyway, it's a little bit more sturdy than the YJ. It doesn't overturn as much. If you want a more descriptive review, go check out my comparison. I guess I can have it linked right here, right here on the right side of the screen. But otherwise, these are great cubes. Looking for a new challenge, I suggest getting one of those. Here is my Rubiks 2x4. It's a fun puzzle. I have a review out of it, so I'm not going to go into too much description. It does shape change. Like if I do a T-perm, see, there we go. It's kind of like a 2x2. So it's an interesting cube. I think it's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it. It comes really crappily out of the box, but in the end, if you lube it and put some Mario lube in it, maybe loosen it up, if you know how, I don't know how. It's quite a good cube. Break it in. I'm not sure how to solve it from a totally scrambled state. As long as I'm not sure if it's totally scrambled, like, yeah. Anyway, I don't know how to solve it all the way, but, and then it has Japanese color scheme, so yellows next to white, red across from orange, and blue next to green, and green next to blue. So it's a nice cube. It's made by Rubiks, one of the only better cubes that they actually make. here is Magic's. Here's the One Ring Magic. Just kidding. This is a Master Magic. I don't know how to solve this, but the Cubetwist is pretty good quality. Because I have the regular Cubetwist Magic. So it's good quality. I want to learn how to solve it, but I haven't found a good tutorial. So if you guys have a good tutorial, send me a message or leave me a comment, and I will check it out. Because I want to learn the advanced way, not the beginner. Because then you have to go from beginner to advanced. That's just stupid. I just want to go straight to advanced. Yeah. Here is the Lingyun. I guess this is a mini magic. I ordered a Lingyun Magic, or LA, from Light Take, and this is what they sent me. I didn't realize it was the mini one. But it's mini, and it's really stiff. But if you want something just for in your pocket, it's really not that bad. I've heard that regular LA Magics are pretty good, but this isn't bad at all. So, for just simple use, maybe give it to a little brother that wants to get into cubing, but doesn't have the mind capacity to solve a Rubik's Cube. Yeah. And this is the Cubetwist Magic. I used to have a Ghosthand Magic, but I sold it. But this one is probably the best magic I know of out there. It's fun to solve. I'm not too great at it. I average just above 2 seconds. I know advanced method. Let's see. But it turns great. It feels sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. Yeah, so that's the magic. This is a Rubiks 360. Absolutely stupidest puzzle that Rubiks has ever made, and the stupidest one I've ever bought, other than this QJ super whatever I called it, super square one. Yeah, this is all I do to get it in is I just do that until it goes into the slot, and then you go from there. And that's when it's on the wrong side anyway. I had it solved, and then a friend messed with it and it screwed it up, but I don't like it. There's no point to it. I mean, there's this way that you can, I guess, like tilt it, and whatever. It's stupid, and I don't like it at all. Here is this is the Cubetwist Magic Clock. It's a nice clock. I do know how to solve clock. My best is like 22 seconds, so I'm not great at it, but I'm not horrible either. It's just something fun to solve. This one, the only problem is these pins will sometimes fall down, as you can see right there. So you learn to keep your fingers over them in the back with these fingers right here. Except for when you push them down, and then. But other than that, this is a great magic. Magic clock, Rubik's clock. I would definitely recommend it over any other clock. I don't have any others except for the MOA, which I'll show you in a second. But overall, this is a good clock and fun to solve. Lastly, on my assorted puzzles list, I have the MOA clock. This one, some of these pegs will fall down randomly, but again, you learn to keep your fingers over them in the back. Other than that, it's a fun cube to solve. Cube, I guess you can call it. Puzzle. Yeah, clicking mechanism is pretty good, as with the Cubetwist. It's a bit softer and harder to turn than the Cubetwist. I probably just haven't broken it in. You can lube it by taking it apart. There's a method, but I don't know how. I thought that I might as well just leave it the way it is without messing it up. Yeah, it's a nice clock. Before I get on to my 3x3, sorry about this, I forgot my Skewb puzzles. I have a QJ and a LanLan. QJ Skewb has a pretty nice color scheme. It is correct, red, white, blue. It has a clicking mechanism, which is, let's see if I can show you right here. You can see that right there. It has ball bearings, and they click across those little ridges right there. And it makes a nice clicking sound. It's easy to solve. You only need to know really one algorithm. And you just apply it different ways. There are other methods that you can use that I would like to learn. I just haven't had the time. Great cube. Sometimes it does pop though, and the stickers are like these tiles, which are really nice. Next, there is the Lan Lan Skewb, and it has this messed up color scheme. It is gray across from yellow, blue across from green, and purple across from pink, and I really don't like it at all. The clicking mechanism is even more than the QJ, and it's not a bad Skewb. It's different, and not, I don't know, it's just not my favorite. I would rather use my QJ. This one doesn't pop that often though, and you can go fast with it, I guess. As you can see. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not great either. Yeah, those are my Skewbs. I don't know if this counts as a 3x3, but this is my mirror blocks. It's a great cube. I enjoy it. It's also a 3x3 variation. I'm not sure how it works, but it has it's all it is a 3x3. Instead of being cut evenly, it's cut in a different proportional, and so solve it just like a 3x3 with a cross and all that good stuff. It's just hard to recognize PLL and OLL cases on it. Let's see if I can do an easy one for you. Okay, so this is the T. I'll show you it. Okay, let's get a better cube. Okay, these two are exactly the same. So as you can see, it's kind of hard to recognize. But in the end, it's a nice cube. It's fun to solve. It's very smooth, and it's I haven't lubed it with anything, but it's great. I don't know if you can adjust the tensions or not. I don't even know how it works, but it has silver stickers. I would love for it to be like a normal 3x3 with normal stickers. And I could do that. It would just cost me some money to get them from CubeSmith. But that is that. And then lastly, before I move on to my 3x3s, here's a Latch Cube. Mine is really loose right now, but what it is you can only turn it the way that the arrow says. So if I go here and okay, here's a good example. See how these two are both facing the same way? I can't move it at all. So solving it is a pain in the butt, because if you can't like if you get here, at one point I had it all like that. You can adjust the tensions on this. Mine needs to be tightened a little bit, but and it's made by that person, because I don't know the name. I can't say it. So that's a Latch Cube. It's a fun cube, except for it's quite frustrating. So yeah, Now let's move on to 3x3s. Let's start with almost everybody's favorite brand of 3x3, Dayan. I have my Gu Hongs, Lingyun, and my Dayan 2. This is a normal Gu Hong. It's an older one, so it still has the black screws rather than the silver ones that they use now. I did build this myself. It's a great speed cube. It doesn't rarely ever pops. It is lubed with Rubiks. Yeah, it's just a great cube all around. Great corner cutting. Okay. Maybe not on camera. It does reverse corner cutting. Pieces look like that. It's made of 3 different pieces. The corners are and the edges are 2. I'll show you that right now. Like that. And you put them together, and you can put them in. Overall, it's a great cube. It's one of the best at corner cutting. One of the best at at everything. It's very fast. Not a great beginner cube, but once you get more advanced, it's great. Here is a pink version, and I haven't touched this one in a while. I forgot how good it was. The same thing as the other one, except for it's pink. See, it shouldn't be that hard. It's pink plastic. I'm not exactly sure why I got this, but it doesn't matter because it's a great cube. The pink doesn't mess up any recognition. It still leaves the colors perfectly intact, and you don't get messed up really. So it's probably hard for you to see, but if anything, you'd get the orange and red mixed up, but I doubt it. Because it doesn't hinder that. It comes in a lot of other colors. These two do. It comes in red, orange, blue, green, white, black. I think that's all 6. I don't know, something like that. One of the best cubes on the market. This is a colored Dayan Gu Hong. So seeing as the pieces are made in 2 and 3 parts, what they did is they just plain old colored the plastic that color. So like this is just plain, no stickers, just blue and white. You put them together, boom, and you can put it in. This is red, white, and blue, and each piece is a different color, as you can see. No stickers. These are not legal in competition though, because there's this rule where you can see the edges. Something stupid. I know what it is. I don't want to explain it. It's stupid, but you can't use it. This is also lubed with Rubiks. Sorry about that, guys. My camera ran out of space on its memory card. So, anyway, lubed with Rubiks, as you can see here. This cube is just like the others. This one, I got it it came pre-assembled, and it had better tensions than both of those. This one also came assembled. This one did not. Overall, it's a great cube. Gu Hong is one of the best out there. This is the Dayan Lingyun, and it came out after the Gu Hong. It is supposed to fix the popping problem on the Gu Hong that I don't have. Instead, it pops. It's the only major defect with it. It is pretty much just like a Gu Hong pieces, but they're sanded down more. Yeah, it's sanded down more. It's supposed to be a better version of the Gu Hong, but it ends up popping, as you can see there. For some weird reason, I don't understand why. I did just order a colored Lingyun because I can, and I thought that would be kind of cool, just to have a colored one because I have a colored Gu Hong. It's a good cube, it just pops, and so you got to be careful when you do it, otherwise you might get an explosion. Like last night I was solving, and literally the whole cube just exploded, and I was like, wow, this is great. So anyway, and this is the Dayan 2. The rest of the Dayan products are smoother type cubes. The Lingyun is kind of crispy, but it still has a smoother feel. This is a very crispy cube. Pieces look like kind of like an F2 type. It's hard to show you with black cubes there. With this weird corner. Yeah, it's a nice cube. It just is. It's crispy, and I personally like the crispy feel. So this is a great cube. I haven't used it in a while, but if you're looking for a crispy cube but you really like the Dayan company, I suggest getting the Dayan 2. Let's see, let's go to Alpha. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5, F6. Okay. These are all of their products, I think. These are all of them, are all the ones that I have. Here is the Alpha 1. This isn't a bad beginner cube. It's normal pieces. Nothing too special about it. Has a normal yellow core. Yeah. For a beginner, this isn't a bad cube. It locks up a little bit, as you can see. Yeah, but if you're going slow, you really don't need that. You don't need the corner cutting and all that stuff. Overall, it's a great cube. I definitely recommend this to a beginner cuber. Next, you have the A2. And if you've ever felt a high-end memory, which I'll go over soon, this feels a lot like a high-end memory, except for it is more of a beginner type cube. So if you want a high-end memory but you don't want the cost, because it is sort of expensive, I suggest getting this. This just has a normal A1 core. It's fast. It can be kind of uncontrollable, and I think it might loosen the screws might loosen just a little bit just from using it. But it's a fast cube. It's a great cube. It's very crispy, and I really like that. I would definitely recommend this cube. Next, they have the A3F, and this is their "we're tired of popping. Oh well, here's a cube that doesn't pop." Here's what the pieces look like. And here's what the corners look like. It has a little bit stockier core, kind of like a CubeForYou core, but it's yellow. And this is more of a hollow cube. Then more of hollow cube than any of the other ones are. It's supposed to be unpoppable unless you have it really loose, because the way the edges are made. It's a great cube though. Corner cutting is good. When it's lubed with Rubiks and fully tensioned, it could be your main speed cube. It's just a plain great cube. Not that expensive either. This is the high-end memory, or the A5. The difference between the A5 and the high-end memory is the high-end memory has shaved down, the edges are sanded down, the corners are sanded down, something like that. So you can see here that they're not pointy. It uses an A5 core, which is this ball core. It's overall a great cube. One of the, other than the Gu Hong, this is my other favorite cube. It was my first speed cube. It's kind of expensive though, but it's not horrible. I think it's down to like $17 now. When I got it, it was like $23. So overall, just a great cube. It rarely ever pops because the edge pieces are made like they have these little ridges on them. You can see right there. So it rarely ever pops. And its corner cutting is amazing, as you can see right here. Yeah. I forgot to mention this has center. Each piece has a cap, and so sometimes those fall off, and if they do, you just gotta glue them back on. I have one glued in that, but it's not that big of a deal. Going back to this, stickers on all of these cubes are really good that I've showed. They chip a little bit, as you can see, but it's not horrible. You can deal with it. It should come with extra stickers. I'm not sure though. Next, I'll do this one. This is the A6 or the high-end cube. This cube is more rounded, I guess. It has these weird. The cubies are weird shaped, like the corners are square, but the edges are rectangle. So it gives it this weird type of feeling. Unlike the rest of the alpha cubes, it is not as crispy. It's more of a smooth cube, like a Gu Hong. So if you like a Gu Hong or a smoother type cube, I would recommend this. Its edges kind of look like a A3, but are a little bit different. The corners kind of look like an A3F, but are a little bit different. Overall, it's not a bad cube. It does pop a little bit. Let's see, it just falls out the back. I could tension it a little bit better, and it probably wouldn't happen. But it's not my favorite cube. I enjoy the memory better than this, but not a bad cube for a collection. Here is the AVF, A5F. I don't particularly enjoy this cube. It kind of looks like a AV or a high-end memory, except for it doesn't have those two little dots. Normal corners. It is like, it uses an A1 core. And it is like hollow. It has large tracks on it. Wow, that's like some hair and some Rubiks. It's pretty gross. So it has tracks, so it's really crispy. And if you like really crispy cubes, go for it. It'll suit you good. But yeah, it's just not my. I can get pretty good times with it, but overall, it's not my favorite cube at all. So yeah, fast cube, but the stickers kind of suck. This one you can see is like chipping and peeling. I don't know. And this is just from sitting in my collection. The main problem with this is that I don't want to hurt these. Oh, damn it, that was the wrong side. Oh, dang. Shouldn't have done that. I should not have done the white. Let's do the red side right here. That was bad. The main problem is these little things. Okay, so you can see those. They go into here, but if you try to pull it out wrong, they'll pop off, and then the center caps will start to come off, and so that's the stupid thing they did. I don't understand why they did it. It doesn't make much sense. But other than those couple things, it's not a bad cube. I guess I would recommend it. This is the 52mm micro alpha cube. It's kind of like a high-end Dayan in the way it looks. It has the A3F corners, except for it's hollow, and it has the high-end memory type lips right there. Lips. But the Alpha 3 type, yeah, and then it looks kind of like a high-end. Overall, this cube is quite good. You don't have to do much to it out of the box. It's a great one-handed cube, as you can reach all the way around the cube. But yeah, I'm just not that big into one hand, because these bigger cubes are they can just get too big for me. So I originally got this, and it was too small. So then I got this, and this is just a nice one to carry around in your pocket. The center caps will sometimes come off, but they have like a clicking mechanism, and they click shut. Yeah, but other than that, it's a great cube. I definitely recommend it. Stickers are nice. Everything about the cube is nice, and it's even better when lubed with Rubiks. Here is the 47mm micro alpha cube. The problem with this is the center caps are all you do. Sorry, is you put it in like that, and they tend to fall out pretty easily. But other than that, it's just small. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like that with 8-3 corners. This uses a mini Alpha 5 core, ball core. I don't know if you can see it, but it does use a ball core. And overall, it's a great cube. It's just too small for my hands. Probably something that a 3-year-old might be able to use. See, and this uses a Alpha 1 core. I think it's just an Alpha 1 core. Don't take my word for that, but that's what I think it is. That's all the Alpha series that I have. Yeah, let's go to... Oh, shut up, phone. Sorry. Let's mute you. Okay, so these are my CubeForYou cubes. This is a gas-assisted cube. The problem with this is it overshoots. Let's see, so I just wanted to go 1, and it went like 1.5, almost 2. And it's heavy, and it doesn't cut corners. And overall, I wouldn't recommend getting this because it's a novelty. As I was saying, this is just more of a novelty cube. It's gas assisted, which means that the cube is completely solid. There's no hollow parts. It just uses a CubeForYou core. Nice CubeForYou stickers. But yeah, it's not a speed cube. I would say, unless you could find a way to make it more of a speed cube. This is the tile cube. As you can see, the tiles are embedded in the cube itself, but you can change the tiles if you want by taking off this little piece. Here, best to show it right here. So you can push this piece out, and as you can see that the tile goes in it. You put the tile in, you push it shut, and then you can change the color scheme. There's some interesting colors that are out. There's Braille. There's some weird ones out. So anyway, that's that. It has pretty good corner cutting, kinda. This one isn't lubed with Rubiks. If I lubed it, it would probably be better. It has a bright orange, bright green, bright yellow, blue, red, and a black. The red is kind of bright too. You can nice color scheme. You don't ever have to worry about stickers. So people can say, "Oh, I just used to take the stickers off." Yeah, well, no, you can't with this one. So those are CubeForYou. Next, I'll do Type C. Okay, here's a C1. Just the normal 3x3 Rubiks type. Weird core. Not a weird, it's just a normal core. Nothing very special about this cube. If it's lubed and tensioned, it should be a pretty good beginner cube. But yeah, I don't really need it. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. Here is the C2, and I've been told that this is the actual C2. It has these little ridges right there on the sides. Normal corner. If you can see, it's very square. It's kind of weird, but it's a nice cube. Not bad at all. There is the C3 out, and I don't know how good that is, but this one out of the box is pretty good. What the heck? So anyway, yeah. And this is the 48mm mini Type C. I think it's 48. It's just a tiny bit bigger than the 47, but it's smaller than the 52. So it's like maybe 49. It's not the 48. It's something. It's just called a mini Type C, and it's a great one-handed cube. It's a bit small, but it's not bad at all. I would recommend this if you're going to get any Type C cube, and I would get this one. It's definitely the best one that they make. Yeah. Colors are good. I wanted it in white, but it didn't come in white, or it was out of stock. But all the stickers on all of these are nice. The yellow is kind of thin. You can kind of see the thing on the, I don't know what that is. It's like a snake thing. Stickers are good. The plastic is great. Nothing wrong with the Type C cubes. Let's go to Ghosthand. This is a Ghosthand 1. The major things wrong about this cube are the color scheme. It uses a bright orange and a bright red, a bright blue and a bright green, bright white, or a white and a bright yellow. So it's a very bright, and so you get, I always get blue and green mixed up and red and orange mixed up. So it's just very confusing and hard to solve. And really, unless you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend this cube, because you can find much better speed cubes out there than it. Here's the Ghosthand 2003A. The major problem with this one is it locks up. This is natural colored plastic rather than white colored. Corner cutting is pretty good though. This one, it locks up a lot. It's very square rather than the other one, which is smooth. This is a very smooth, quiet cube. This is more, it's a little bit louder. It's still smooth, but it's very square and it locks up a lot. But again, for a for a beginner, it's a great cube. Next, there's the Shengshou 3x3. Well, these both have regular type inside. This one has this weird, come on. So it's like hollow, and then it has like this little thingy move over with some tracks. Oh, my dogs. A weird corner. It's also hollow. Here's the insides. It's just weird all around. Let me go shut my door so you don't have to hear my dog. Shut up! So many interruptions during this video, I'm sorry. Anyway, it comes with, the cube has caps on each of the pieces, so it's kind of annoying, but it's a nice speed cube, and I would recommend this to almost anyone. It's an overall great speed cube, and my dogs are still barking and it's really annoying. I would like to get a Ghosthand too, but I don't know. I just haven't ordered one because I don't really see the point, because I've heard that it's not that amazing. So what's the point of getting it if I'm just gonna not use it? See, here's the YJ foot cube. It's 100 millimeters on each side. I do have a review on this. This is a really fun puzzle to solve, just because it's so ginormous. Yeah, it's just fun to solve. You can't adjust its tensions though. But if you're looking for just a fun puzzle, this is a great, fun, big puzzle that you can get. And I highly recommend this to anybody. Mostly for people who have huge hands like I do, because it's bigger than a 7x7. But anybody could have fun with this. It's meant for foot solving, which I don't do, but I guess that's what it was built for. But there's that. This is an Edison cube. There we go. And if you get one right out of the box, it's going to be horrible, just to let you know. But this has been lubed and tensioned. I don't know if I tensioned it. I lubed it though. I lubed it with Rubiks. It's just a normal 3x3 is what it is, with this black core. It's a great 3x3. It used to be one of the best ones on the market. It's still not bad though. once you get it all done. And you can see mine's pretty good right now. It's not that great at corner cutting. Probably just under 40, maybe 35, about there. Yeah. This is a Maru 3x3, and I don't know what's wrong, but everybody else's Maru 3x3 that I've tried is amazing, and this one's horrible. I don't know what's up. It has this blue core. There's been some conspiracy about whether or not who's been selling real Maru 3x3s. I've been told this is a real one. Holy crap, can anybody more call? Sorry about that, guys. This is kind of really annoying. But anyway, everybody else's is amazing. This one's kind of sucky. I don't know why. I haven't done anything with it though. Just normal 3x3 Rubik's pieces. I guess if I lubed and tensioned it, it would be much better. But I'm too lazy to do that. Next, let's do type F. Here you have the F1. The only real problem with this is that the center cap will come off, at least on mine. See, and it's really annoying. Comes with these like textured tiles type things, kind of weird, but it's not horrible. The only thing wrong with it is the caps will fall off. Just a normal Rubik's pieces. It's very square. Yeah, it's not all that great. And you can glue this on, but then you can't adjust the tensions. And it's like, what's the point of the cube if you can't adjust the tensions? So, yeah. Here's an F2. A lot of people like this cube. I don't understand why. But it's very bubbly and very smooth. It's hard to explain what it feels like unless you have one yourself. So, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. The pieces look like that. Corners, normal corners. The main problem with this cube is just like the F1, the caps will fall off. Just this time it's like on edge pieces. There's been a lot of problems with this cube, and you just glue them in. But oh, and then the stickers on this cube. These are replaced stickers. The stickers that come with it are absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. And so replace them because they'll fade within a week. So yeah. These are actually the stickers, but this is the limited edition gray type F2. And this is a great cube. It's the same thing, except for it's gray, and the stickers are better. But yeah, there's not much different, except for the stickers. Lastly, I'll go through my Rubik's type brands. I have a Rubik's brand here. I'm not going to go over this all that much because they suck. And one of them's broken. The stickers are horrible. Yeah. So, blah. This is a Boy Scout Rubik's brand. It has the Boy Scout symbols on it. And it's not that bad. I've seen better ones, but this one, I guess I could Rubiks it. I didn't even think about that. And it might be a little bit better. You can't adjust the tensions on any of these, but they're not horrible either. Next you have, this is a slick cube. I bought it off of eBay. It's not bad. I might actually sell this to someone who's thinking about getting into cubing that wants a DIY, like a friend here in town. I used to have a LanLan 3x3, which is just like a DIY Rubik's brand, and quite a good cube. I sold that to a friend who wanted to buy a Rubik's Cube, but he wanted to buy one of these, and he was going to spend 20 bucks on it. I was like, no, just give me $8 and I'll give you a LanLan. So that's what went down. Anyway, this was like one of the first cubes I got off of eBay. It's pretty good. Corner cutting's not bad. The only thing bad about it is the colors. They kind of blend, and the stickers aren't too great. Other than that, it's really not that bad of a cube. And I think lastly, I do have this cube. It's this little bubble cube that I got off of eBay. I wasn't going to even go over it because it's not that great. Yeah. Anyway, this is a void cube. Another one I got off of eBay. The stickers it came with were absolutely terrible, so I bought Cubesmith. Smooth tiles for it. And I still can't solve a void cube because I get the parity and then I say screw it because I don't feel like solving parity. But it's cool because you can stick your finger in like this and still move it. See? It's harder because my finger's in there. But you get what I mean. I can't corner cut at all as the mechanism, but overall it's not bad. And if you want a harder challenge, I suggest getting a void cube. And lastly, I'm going to mention my lubes that I own. I own Mario Lube. I own Rubiks. I own CRC, but I'm not going to grab that. Let's see it. It is there's CRC, but what I have in here is I have a LanLan sticker remover. I have CubeForYou cores. I have a bunch of extra stickers. I have directions. I have extra pieces. I have these little things from the Gu Hong. And then you should have a screwdriver. It's like one of the essential things of a Rubik's Cube is to have a screwdriver that fits. But yeah, that's all my cubes. That's my whole collection. 75 plus cubes. Hopefully I got them all. Something just dropped in my trash can. Also, I have this, which is a cable to connect my stack mat, which I didn't mention. But I'm going to now. I have a stack mat, which is the blue thing. I have a stack mat timer and a mini stack mat. This has the connector. That's where you connect this cable into. Boom, and then it connects into your microphone slot in your computer, and you can time using CCT or Prisma puzzle timer. But yeah, that's everything I own. I can't think of anything else. I own some bags, Ghosthand bags. Nothing significant though. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want a full review on anything, check out what I have. Or, leave a comment, and I'll hopefully be able to make a review for you. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.